Hey guys, what's up everyone? Welcome or welcome back again to another video tutorial from the Apex Predator Billiards Club. My name is Apex Selenium, and in today's video we're going to be looking at a 10-ball scenario in which we are in a little bit of a bother. The bother that we're in is that we are dead straight in on the 7. We have the 8 ball all the way down here. The 9 ball is in close vicinity, and the 10 ball is near to the 7, which is actually acting as an hindrance for us to naturally get position onto the 8. Not only is the 10 blocking us from getting natural position onto the 8, but we are dead straight in and we do not have any sort of angle to get back onto the 8. So this will require a bit of high-level creative thinking in terms of playing position and trying to run the rock. The option to actually play a safety or a containment shot is there, which I'm going to try to highlight in this video for you, but for the most part our focus is trying to run the rock. So let's see how best we can get onto this, show you some of the options that are available, and just add some more power to your pool game. So without further ado, let's jump right into the lesson. But before you do so, do not forget to subscribe and turn on your post notification bell. Consider dropping a like if the content is of any value to you. And please share this out to your pool communities, friends and family. And let's just add some more power to your 8, 9 and 10 ball game. Let's get it, let's go. Alright guys, so as mentioned in the intro, we are dead straight in on the 7. What do we do in this situation? It's not as complicated as it looks, but we still need to know a little thing about position play. Now let's see here, we have the 9 very close to the first diamond here, the 8 is a bit off the rail, and so the only pocket that the 8 actually have is to go into this pocket here. So how do we actually get the 8 to go into this pocket? Let's say that we landed into this zone right here. This would be ideal. Close to the 8 would have been nice. In between the 8 and the 9 would have been absolutely perfect. Can we get into there? Yes, we can. So how are we going to do that? We are dead straight in on the 7. The region to which I'd like to land in would be ideally right in here. So what I can do here is that I can pocket the 7. Okay. I can shoot the 7 ball just slightly off the center of the pocket and just use a little bit of left spin, in this case inside spin. Ideally I'd like to land anywhere close to this region so I can therefore decide how I'm going to play the 8 to get back onto the 9. Let's try to execute this shot here. So just slightly cheating the pocket, just a little bit of left spin and control the speed. Right guys, I think I have it. Let's try the shot here. That is not a bad shot at all. I actually got some help from the 9 there. I was actually trying to draw into the zone, but it's a very small area. I got some help from the 9. Bad things could have happened here. I could have actually bumped the 9 and got snookered, but fortunately the pool gods were with me in the shot, and so I am dead straight in on the 8 here. And so this is really nice. Alright, this is really nice. So I just need to just make this 8 here. I'd ideally like an angle on the 9, so I just don't want to just roll it in. I want to kind of stun it off the side of the end rail, give myself some sort of angle. That's nice. Angles are important when you're playing 9 and 10 ball, so to get an easy position onto your obstacle ball, or your object ball, pardon me. And that's nice, clean position onto the 10, into the side pocket here. 40 out. Again, I got a little bit of help from the 9 there, but sometimes that is how the pool gods work. It could have worked in another way, where I got snookered behind the 9, but it worked out quite fine. And so that is option number 1 for running out this rock. Let's have a look at option number 2. Alright guys, so in option number 2, as you can see here, we're all set up again. And so what we want to do here is play a well overlooked shot. Sometimes you're so caught into playing precise position, sometimes we forget basic rules of the game of 9 ball and 10 ball. So we can actually play for a combination here or a little billiard. I think the 8 is a little bit off and the 9 ball is slightly frozen to the first diamond here. I think that's what it is. Alright, so we can actually play for a billiard or a combination. A combination would have been ideal should we be able to pocket the 7 and get the cue ball into this region here. We can play a combination. If we end up a little bit flat, we can still play the combination, which is going to be a little bit more difficult than the straight in one. Or if we get a bit high, then we can play a billiard off the 8, pocketing the 9, holding position for the 8 to get back onto the 10. So again, we are dead straight in on the 7. And so in order for us to do this, we're literally going to have to try to cheat the pocket a bit more to the left and perhaps using maximum inside spin. The idea is that we want to draw into the rail, and with the maximum spin, we're going to open the angle more into this direction here to try to land onto the 8. We are playing for the combination, but should we fall short, we will decide between the billiard or the carom and the combination. So let's see how this works out, guys. Let's try the shot. Again guys, I got a little bit of fortune there. I actually bumped the 8 and bumped it a bit closer. It would have been nice not to bump any balls here. The pool gods are with me today. So now I am on a fairly decent combination here. I can make the 8, pocket the 8, shoot the 8 into the 9, and hold position for the 8. I'm going to need a little bit of outside spin here to let the cue ball remain around the same area. Here we go. And this is nice combination here. And so we just have to just play with a bit of center ball here. Just use the natural angle, center ball, and just play position for the 10. Into the side. It was a little bit risky. It would have been nice to come off the rail and head into the line of the shot. But nevertheless, I am on the 10 for my second option and my second out. So that is option number 2. Again, I'm not gonna lie, I got a bit fortunate and I also had to attempt the shot a couple of times, or attempt the run out a couple of times. Sometimes I ended up on top of the 8. Sometimes I ended up moving the balls into some really awkward areas, but for the most part I wanted you to see exactly what you can do on that shot. So that is option number 2, playing for the combination. Should in the event that you land a bit high, you can also play for a billiard. Alright, so that is option number 2. Let's have a look at the most awkward option, option number 3, which is way out of the box. Alright guys, so this is our final option here. Of course, most difficult of all, and it's perhaps the last thing most pool players, especially at the amateur level, would think about. We're just going to be trying to pocket the 7, and naturally the 10 ball is blocking us from going forward, but we can actually pocket the 7 by playing a jump shot, jumping the cue ball into the 7 and hopping the cue ball over the 10. Trying to get position, but at the same time we're depending on a bit of luck in terms of landing on the 8. So we may have to jump the cue ball and move the 8 from that awkward position there so that we can get some sort of opportunity for run out. So let's try to execute this very creative option here. Cheating the pocket slightly and hopping the cue ball into the 7. Again, I got fortunate. I was able to hop this cue ball over the 10 and end up with a combination. So as I said, we were depending on a bit of luck. We could have hopped over bump the 8 into position, but we were able to hop over and get a combination here. For a shot onto the 8. We're a bit straight in here. We're a bit straight in. So we may have to cheat the pocket slightly. Back over and get position onto the 10. That worked out nicely. As you can see, that's very creative and very lucky. So that is option number 3. Tough scenario. Really interesting results that came out. Got a bit fortunate. Set it up. You guys have a go and see how it works out. All right, so that brings us to the end of this scenario video. Let me know in the comments if you have any other options that you may be able to execute, and I'll be sure to go on the table and also practice them. All right, let me know in the comments. That brings us to the end of the video. Do not forget to subscribe, like, share, most importantly, turn on your post notification bell to be notified upon the next upload. Do take care until next time. See you soon, guys.